Greetings once again. This is Pete Einstein, and I'm with SonPower Ministries, and we're walking through my new book. It's entitled The Inmate Within, Prison Ministry, A Haven of Hope. We got into some facts and figures yesterday, and among the items we discussed was the truth that the prison industry is a big business. It's $48 million big business, and also the fact that in the United States, we incarcerate more men and women for crime than any nation in the world. Today, we're going to look at the beginning of chapter 2. This chapter is going to take a couple days to go through. The chapter is entitled The Sights and Sounds of the Prison Experience. And this gives a little indication as to what you can imagine or what you may experience as you approach a prison on the way to doing ministry or doing volunteer work, or for any reason that you're going to enter the facility. These are some of the sensory attributes that you can experience in that journey. Let me say this. Prison, both the facility and the ministry, opens up a world of sensory experiences in dramatic fashion, and some of those can be rather overwhelming. Usually when you go to a prison, you'll see it from a distance because it's off a main road, or it could even be at the end of a long lane or a rural road, sometimes in the middle of nowhere. There is a eerily similar experience to the visitor. You'll see a huge complex of buildings in the distance. You'll see the razor wire and the accordion wire. Even from quite a distance away, you'll see exercise yards open. You'll see some open area and open land surrounding the prison. And it provides sort of a cityscape, if you will, of this society within a society. Let me read from the beginning of chapter 2, if I may. Some buildings are modern prototype structures, and others are monstrous older edifices. Orphans' homes, mental institutions, or tuberculous sanitariums that have been converted for a newer form of incarceration. One of the prisons that is now being closed that we visited with regularity was a formal mental institution. And you approached the prison on what Fran called a whistle bridge, one of the open graded bridges that crossed a creek. And as you were transported across that bridge in your vehicle, looking up on the hill at this monstrous series of buildings, I can just imagine what the guys going to jail were experiencing in the prison bus when they knew this was going to be their home for the next number of years. Smokestacks poking skyward, disposing of refuge and certified materials that can be disposed of within this self-contained community. Also enclosed guard towers, very conspicuous by design, that surround the perimeter of each institution. And then not so conspicuous but ever present, what I call the silent spies, those cameras that are everywhere, eyes that are searching and seeking and then finding and capturing images, even of you and me, to be displayed on monitor screens. You can rest assured when you're approaching a prison environment, you are always on candid camera. Let me read again the sensory experience that I've gone through the years. Dust, dirt, and grit swirl and cling to everything and everyone as the first welcome upon arrival. Parking lots, visitors' check-in areas, and staff entrances tend to be asphalt or gravel battlefields, littered with cigarette butts, aluminum ring tabs, bits of paper, and minute debris from long distance travels, much of it from the inmates' visits from days gone by. And in stark contrast, colorful flower beds and foliage break up what otherwise would be a pretty somber scene. On a typical spring day, whiffs of fresh bloom forsythia mingle with the odor of fossil fuel dust, and it fills your nostrils with an aroma that can only be described as interesting and, despite the floral scent, somewhat disturbing. Check-in station and guest lobby, even in the modern facilities, don't look modern at all. Nothing seems really new. Fashion forward, no. Inviting, not particularly. And there always seems to be this little film of dust and grit that welcomes you. It's on the steel-framed and molded fiberglass chairs. It's on the wooden benches, and even in the restrooms. The same sense of uncleanliness hangs heavy in the restroom facilities, causing you to wash your hands a little bit longer and a bit more vigorously than usual. And noticing the paper towel supply is exhausted, you have no choice but to wipe your hands on your pant legs or search for toilet paper in a nearby stall. Now, these are things that I've experienced in my book, we've gone into prison facilities for 25 plus years. And some things change, but some things often remain the same. So now we're getting into the meat and potatoes of our adventure into the prison experience. If you're interested in coming along with us personally and reading along with us, you can get a copy of The Inmate Within, Prison Ministry, A Haven of Hope. And here's how. Real quickly, you can go to our website, www.theinmatewithin.com. And there you will find also our SonPower Ministry P.O. Box address. If you want to order by check, you send $20 or more to the post office box address. Secure credit card ordering on our website, and also on the Amazon website, secure credit card ordering. For your $20 gift or more, you'll get a signed copy of The Inmate Within. And as well, you'll get a free copy of my CD of original contemporary Christian music called Jubilation Journey. So again, we're going to be on chapter 2, our next visit. So be prepared, because the journey is just beginning. This is Pete Einstein saying, God bless you.